Hi students, today we're going to be looking at how to take a rectangular prism and draw its net. Here we go. Alright students, before we get started, let's review what we've already learned. This is a rectangular prism. The rectangular prism has 6 faces. Those are the flat pieces of a three-dimensional figure. We've talked about the width, length, and height. We've talked about two-dimensional area, such as squares, rectangles, triangles, and how to calculate using base and height. Next, we started talking about volume. Volume was the three-dimensional space, the number of cubes inside of a shape. And last, we've talked about area of composite figures. Composite figures were figures that are regular, that are stuck together, or a shape that is not normal, but you can divide it into sections that make it into rectangles, triangles, or other shapes. So let's get going. What we're going to be trying to do today is drawing the net. And now a net is a two-dimensional shape, so a flattened out version of the three-dimensional shape. For example, if you thought of a cereal box and you were to cut that open. So we are going to use a net in order to calculate surface area, the flat area of the outside of a three-dimensional figure. So first we have to make sure we know how to draw a net. So we'll start our notes with drawing the rectangular prism. You may need to pause the video to stop and give yourself time to copy this down. Remember, one way to draw a rectangular prism is to start off with 2 rectangles staggered, drawing a dot maybe to give yourself a reference point, then to connect the vertices. Hope that helped. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start by drawing the teal colored base, which is this one. So first I need to know what the dimensions of this rectangle are. The dimensions are 10 centimeters by 3 centimeters. That's this length here. So I'm going to go down below. I'm going to draw a rectangle that is 10 centimeters long by 3 centimeters tall. I'm going to double check that by counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to go ahead and fill in that rectangle with teal so that it looks the same as the one above. Now again, remember this rectangle is the same dimensions as this rectangle from the three-dimensional figure. Now I need to decide which face I'm going to draw second. Now I want to choose one that is connected to the original one. They are connected by edges. So I can either choose to do the pink colored face or the yellow colored face. It doesn't make a difference. I'm going to go ahead and use the yellow colored face. Now the yellow face has 10 centimeters along one side, and that's the side where it's going to be connected to this other rectangle. And then it has a length here, or a height here, of 2 centimeters. So I need to draw my rectangle that is 10 centimeters, so I'm going to leave this line here, and I'm going to go up 2 centimeters. Oops. And then I'm going to connect. And I'm going to fill that in as well with the yellow color. So now we have 2 of our faces drawn, and we want to move on to the next 2, or the next one. If you notice, I went ahead and I added this 3rd face over here onto my drawing. It was the one that was connected that I could have chosen to do second. So now what I have represented in my drawing is I have a front, which is the teal, I have a right side, which is the pink, and I have a top, which is the yellow. So what I want to do is figure out how to get my other 3 faces in my drawing. The other 3 are going to be matching the teal, the yellow, and the pink. So if the top is here, that means the bottom is here, which means the bottom is going to be connected to the teal. It is going to be the same dimensions as the yellow one from above, 2 centimeters by 10 centimeters. Again, 2 centimeters, 1, 2, by 10 centimeters long. Now I have the top and the bottom, the front and the right. So I want to just continue on. I'm going to draw the left side, which will have the same dimensions as my pink right side. So the dimensions here again were 2 by 3. Now if you can imagine this flap on this side now is again 2 by 3. 2 centimeters by 3 centimeters. I'm going to fill that in with pink so we can find the matching ones. And I need to end my drawing by drawing the back side. This teal we said was the front side. So if you can see here, this is the back side, which matches the front side. Now this back side was connected to the right side. This was our right side. So building from the right side, we're going to count 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 centimeters by 3 centimeters. And so this is our completed net, a 2-dimensional shape that represents all of the surfaces of our 3-dimensional figure. So to finish up, we see that we have correctly drawn the top, bottom, matching top and bottom, matching right and left, and matching front and back, front and back. Now you're ready to practice. Good luck!